Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today it's Luton Town versus Shrewsbury matchday preview. Before I start this video guys, make sure you go and watch my Luton Town matchday vlog against Southend United. And yesterday, I think I've uploaded like 3 days in a row now, but go and watch yesterday's video, which was my League One predictions video. Not many people have seen it, I believe, so yeah, go and watch it. Sometimes YouTube doesn't work correctly and doesn't like upload your video to all of its subscribers, and it hasn't done well regarding to views wise. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go and watch it. Link will be in the description as well. Like any other matchday preview what I've done this year, I've always spoke about the game before, which was against Southend United. Now, Southend United, it was a very good team performance. Every player shifted. For me, Glenn Ray was the one player out there who didn't get as much praise as like the normal players would. For me, Glenn Ray was definitely up there as top 3 best players from that game. Honestly, he done so well to protect the back 4. I felt that he done a fantastic job despite not having McCormack in that team. For me, the longer Glenn Ray stays at the club, the more likely that he's going to be given the captaincy armband very, very soon. For me, he has all the qualities to become a captain. For me, I see it on the pitch, and Nathan Jones has said it this week, in fact, that he has leadership, he has the ability to become a future captain. And obviously, because he's got a decent relationship with Nathan Jones, he was with him at Brighton. For me, Elliot Lee had a very good game as well. He obviously scored the goal, which was fantastic movement from him inside the box, and also he won the penalty for Danny Hilton to go and score. For me, Glenn Ray, he's such a good player. He's definitely got the ability to play higher. It's just sometimes his decision making is very off, and he's not that selfish as a player, which is quite surprising as a striker, because as a striker you're normally selfish. He's not really. He likes to bring other players into the game, which is a good thing. But sometimes he needs to shoot at the right moments, and sometimes he doesn't do that. But he's such a dangerous player when he's on the ball, because a lot of defenders can't defend against him. Because he's such a small, quick, mobile player, it's really hard to defend against. And it doesn't matter what division you are at, it is hard to defend against someone with that ability. Overall, I thought the defence was quite solid as well. I felt like every player at the back did really well. Now, before the game, Alan Sheehan was obviously dropped. A lot of people were surprised about that. I was surprised about that myself. Didn't expect Alan Sheehan to be dropped. I actually thought Pearson would have got dropped, because that was a really bad performance against Peterborough. But he made up for it. Very good performance against Southend. He was very solid. He, like, every time he defends, he kicks the ball out. He doesn't care. He just is a non-nonsense player. He likes to just do the job, which I really like when it comes to defenders. However, at times he does look like he's got a mistake in him, which is a shame, but hopefully he can improve on that. Him and Bradley did work very well in the defence, and in a minute I will be telling you my lineup for the game against Shrewsbury, and arguably these two shouldn't be dropped. I thought Shea did very well in goal. We didn't actually have a save to make throughout that game. I thought his passing is a lot better than Steck's, I believe, and I believe he should have never have got dropped since the start of the season. You know, he ended the season last year very well. There was no need to drop him, and unfortunately he obviously did get dropped. He's using the opportunities which Nathan's given him, and he's obviously going to take them. That's enough with me talking about the game against Southend. Let's move on to the game against Shrewsbury. At the moment, Shrewsbury currently sit 22nd in the league. They've drawn twice and they've lost twice. Now, they have obviously got a new manager. They've lost a key first team players. They've obviously gone elsewhere. Obviously their old manager has gone higher, so he's obviously taken a few players with him. They got the former Macclesfield manager, who done very well with Macclesfield. With the smallest budget in the division, he managed to still get Macclesfield promoted. So being at a club like Shrewsbury, you expect him to still be able to get the best out of the players. And obviously it's still too early to tell, you know, it's only 4 games in, so results will take time, especially for Shrewsbury fans. So it's all about giving managers time and that, but in today's football you don't get time, and that's the problem. He is a decent manager, the Shrewsbury boss, so it's whether or not he can get the best out of his players during his time at Shrewsbury. Now, last time we played Shrewsbury, we drawed 0-0 at home, and then the game before that we lost 2-0. Shrewsbury have got 3 former Luton players. They've got Lee Angell, who was at Bournemouth while he was playing for us. He was on loan at Bournemouth, and then he refused to sign a contract with us, and then he ended up going to Peterborough, and then he went to Mansfield, and now he's back at Shrewsbury. Now, for me, Lee Angell, I felt he dealt with the situation at Luton very badly, and I felt if he actually stayed at Luton, he would have had a better career than what he has done. But He's at Shrewsbury now. When he was playing for Mansfield at home in a 2-2 draw, he did score against us, which was a shame, but he doesn't really like us too much. Not many former Luton players do, but I felt he was very disrespectful towards the club on how he dealt with the situation while he was obviously under contract with us. Another player who's at Shrewsbury is Alex Gilliard. Yeah, Alex Gilliard. Nathan Jones signed him on loan from Newcastle when he was with us. Very good player. I felt he was treated harshly under Nathan Jones because we were playing him out of position. He is a winger, and we were playing him in centre mid or in a number 10 role, which wasn't really for him. And he was a lot better as a winger, and it showed that in a few games. And he was definitely had the quality to play as a winger, but he's at Shrewsbury now. He's on a permanent deal at Shrewsbury. He got sold by Newcastle. And that's so he's obviously trying to restart his career with Shrewsbury. And lastly, Sean Whalley. Obviously, we had to cancel Sean Whalley's contract after him assaulting a taxi driver in Milton Keynes with Ricky Miller. We had to do it at the time. It's obviously protocol that if a player does something stupid with a club, they obviously cancel their contract. But he went a league higher. Shrewsbury got him, and he's done very well at Shrewsbury. I've heard a lot of good things, and he's done really well. Hopefully none of those 3 players score against us, because that wouldn't be nice to see. No player has scored more EFL goals than Danny Hilton since he's joined Luton in 2016-2017 season. Now, Danny Hilton has scored 45 goals since then. That's an incredible stat. Since he's been with us, Danny has been such a good striker, and obviously he does have his positives, but he also does have his negatives with regards to yellow cards and just mouthing with the referee. Right guys, now moving on to the predicted lineup which I would play against Shrewsbury. Now, looking back at obviously the Southend lineup, I wouldn't even change it for the Shrewsbury game. I would literally wouldn't change anyone. Even if McCormack is fit, I will still keep Glenn Ray in. Now, the only player which I feel like will get dropped for the game against Shrewsbury is Elliot Lee. Now, sometimes Nathan Jones does this, and last year he did it. And that was dropping Elliot Lee after he's had a good performance. Now, I really hope he does not do that for Saturday. And I hope he does keep Elliot Lee in. Now, James Collins obviously used to play for Shrewsbury, so he's obviously going to want to come on and grab a goal, which is fair enough. But if Elliot Lee is performing well, I don't feel that should happen. I would honestly keep the back 4. I thought the back 4 was very solid. Yes, Sheehan is a very good defender. However, Bradley and Pearson had a very good game. And there's no need to change if you've kept a clean sheet, which was the first of the season and also the first win. So that ideally there's no need to change the team. I felt we were very solid, everyone played a part, and there's no need to change the team. So guys, that is the end of the video. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your predicted lineup which you would play against Shrewsbury. Like, what players do you reckon will be dropped, or if you don't reckon, what players do you reckon should be starting against Shrewsbury? Let me know it down in the comment section of this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's free to subscribe. Follow me on all my social media if you haven't done already, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be my matchday vlog against Shrewsbury.